People pushed and elbowed to get close to Jesus as he taught them on the beach at Lake Galilee. "Listen," Jesus began, and his voice carried over the still water. "A farmer set out to sow his grain. He walked across the field, scattering the grain as he went. Some fell on the hard footpath. The birds swooped down and pecked it all up. Some fell on thin soil, which covered a shelf of hard rock. Seeds sprang up quickly there, but because it could not put down deep roots, it soon withered and died in the hot sun. Some seed fell among the thorns and the border of the field. As it grew, it was choked by tough thorns. But some of the farmer's seed fell in rich soil. He had a good harvest from that seed." There was a little silence. Then Jesus added, "If you have ears, then use them. I'll explain this story for you. The farmer stands for the person who spreads God's message. The seed is God's message, and that is always good. But if it falls on the ears of different kinds of hearers, some have hard hearts and minds and won't accept God's word. They are like the hard, worn pathway. Satan soon makes them forget all about the message they have heard. Others are like the rocky soil. At first, they are delighted to receive God's word, but then it costs a lot to obey it. They give up. The seed sown among thorns is like people whose lives are full of their own worries and wants. God's word is quickly choked and smothered by their own affairs. But some people have hearts and minds ready to receive and obey what God has to tell them. They are like the good soil. They go on showing by their lives they have listened to God and they are obeying Him. That is what God calls a good harvest."